So today is the opening day of archery season here in my home state of Pennsylvania, and I don't think we've ever done this in the Hunter Call of the Wild before, but no time like the present, we are going for a New England Mountains whitetail bow hunt here in multiplayer. So we're trying to go with some realistic equipment. I've got the regular binoculars, not the rangefinder binoculars, therefore we have the rangefinder, so that when we go to find ranges, we can do that. And it just so happens there is a New England server open at whitetail drink time. So we're going to try to make the most of that, and we'll see if we can get any quality bucks down with the bow. And I suppose this is as good a way to explain it as any. We've got a level 2 Eastern Wild Turkey out there. We do have some other weapons for this hunt, but as far as whitetail go, which are going to be the primary focus, we're only going to be taking those with the bow. You never know what you'll encounter in multiplayer, and if you come unprepared, you're almost guaranteed to find something good that you don't have a good weapon for. So we've got the 22 mag, we've got the 44 lever action. Otherwise, we've just got the bow and some whitetail calls. And of course, I chose New England because A, it's got the fall foliage, which matches the time of year, but also B, Northeast US, kind of the closest map to Pennsylvania anyway. And I did think, by the way, like the creeks along New England might be our best option because that way, deer that are across the water from us, there's plenty of places they could potentially cross, and we're not going to be spending, 500 years trying to crawl around the side of a lake so that we can get a bow shot. One of the big things with bow hunting in the Hunter Call of the Wild, especially at drink zones, it's kind of a slow process calling those animals in. This might help speed it up just a bit. And we've got first couple of whitetail of the day. Decent little buck, maybe a shot at a gold, and just a doe? I think it's just the two of them. It's kind of interesting, but that's how it looks. But you see like all this shallow water here? I'm pretty sure we could call them straight across, so we might just kind of get ourselves hidden in that stuff right there. That would give them a pretty direct path. And, I don't know, we got the bleat call, we got the grunt call, maybe we'll just hit them both. So we had to move a little bit. Actually got his attention there, so gonna hit another grunt. Just make sure he keeps on coming in this way, but got really good cover and a couple of options for shooting lanes. Coming right into range here. That is 40. We could probably do it at that. There's a left crosswind that we got to worry about. If he goes broadside out there, I think I'd be willing to do that. So we have the 3-pin sight. I use a 3-pin in real life. It just felt like that was fitting. That's a lot closer to 50 now. I don't know if I love that. Just let him kind of wrap around. We probably have to crawl over here now. Gonna get interesting. Yeah, he's into 20 already. We just gotta go for this. Stop behind a tree, take another step. I think he'll pause. There we go, first buck of the day. Did we hit that? Oh, we hit that. I shouldn't have even shot. Well, that's actually going down. Gotta fill the freezer in the Hunter Call of the Wild as well. Hit her in the back leg. Thank goodness the bows in this game are extremely powerful. That's not gonna cost us nothing. She's going down right over there across the creek. This is a silver 187. Got him double lung. Unfortunately, we can't really see the path of the arrow through there, but you can imagine it. Could have been a smidge further back for sure, but that actually was pretty darn cool. And I think this idea of hunting the shallow creeks is gonna work good. By the way, whatever we hit there generated a medium bleed rate. That was just pelvis and I don't know, whatever the heck, sort of like the tailbone there. Not exactly the greatest, but actually good to know. We end up doing something like that again, trying to get 2 quick hits. Probably not gonna go real far, even with a really poor shot. That's a little more like it. Got a whole herd of deer out there. There is a nice buck in the back. 206 to 247. Will be better with the wind on this side. It looks again like they definitely could cross right in there. Ooh, I think we've got a bobcat situation. I don't know what that's gonna do. Not exactly sure where even it might be. Like they may hang around. I don't know if we can get in the range somehow. We're not going to use the gun, though. I refuse to do that. I think he just bolted. Yeah, he's taking off out of there? Where the heck is the bobcat that's spooking him at? We could maybe at least do a little predator control if we can find it. Got its tracks. Looks like it may be... Yeah, that makes sense. She is low level 3. Let's get out the 22 Magnum. Kind of broadside-ish. Smoked the crap out of a tree a whole bunch of times. Thought we could get through there for sure. Wonder if she'll get out in that opening. Yeah, there she is. That's 150. Felt pretty solid about that. Hit her again for good measure. One of those had to have hit something. Maybe. Yeah, she's going down. Let's see. Blood is looking good. That's the first shot, I think. Second shot would have been a little further in. The second shot did not hit vitals. We'll take it. It's a low bleed rate, although maybe hitting it the second time will help. And they don't run very fast. And if it wasn't obvious, from the fact that we were shooting through trees and, you know, still going after it after we missed, I was a little annoyed that that scared our buck. So we'll take our bobcat, doing our predator control 18.20, right along on the trot at 150, and then way back to follow up. So who knows, the deer down here are definitely spooked from all that shooting, but go a little further down, we'll find some more. So we're set up again, got a group with a number of solid bucks coming in. Don't know if any of them have a chance of being gold. I think they're gonna cross and come around. By the way, that's the deer that the bobcat spooked, or at least I think some of them. So we'll see, they may come back through as well. Just keep on bringing them this way. That's gonna be interesting. That doe's coming right in. I'm not sure, but they may be far enough away to not spook. That doe heard it. Not sure she's gonna take off. Now, what I really don't know, will the herd just walk away? Kinda looks like they might, but she was gonna spook and it would have done the same thing. So maybe we keep on hitting this call, they'll come in. Now, to me, that's the biggest buck. He is also the best estimate. But you can kind of see here, as these other deer are working their way in, he's the widest set. And I think he probably will make gold just by looking at that. We're probably going to have to do a little bit of what we did before. Maybe, you know, make this shot on this buck, and then keep on calling. That doe's right on in here. We may want to go ahead and go for this. Gonna aim at his left shoulder, I think. Starting to move. Oh, don't really like where he went. I think we got him. Probably lucked out, but we'll take it. There goes the doe. Could get her too if we wanted, but let's focus on getting that best buck in there. Will they come back around again? They stopped. I mean, he's not drinking now, but he's right back there where the zone is. I wonder if they'll just do that, because we may be able to work into reasonable bow range. Our doe, by the way, 9.5 meters away. They spook at about 8, so we're pretty close to her taking off. He's just kind of wandering. I mean, he's not a giant buck by any stretch. If he's going to just leave, we'll go and find some more. We're kind of getting towards the end of whitetail drink time. He might still come in. I don't know what he's doing. In the meantime, got a turkey out there. Jumping up on the hill. We've got our second buck. 192. He was close to gold. I think he was top of his estimate. And we needed to be further to the right for sure. Just clipped the outside edge of his right lung. Let's see here. Did that buck respond to that call at all? I don't even think he knows what he's doing. There's more bucks out there. Still no giants, though. So we managed to close the distance to about 60. Wind's right in our face. I think it's doable. Where's that rock at? That might work. Oh, dropped it. Oh, on the rock as well. What the heck? That was pretty cool. And hey, that's the distinction between doing like a realistic hunt versus using maybe realistic equipment like I would use in real life, but in Call of the Wild fashion. There's no way I'm taking a 60 meter or 60 yard, in my case, shot on a deer, but in the Hunter Call of the Wild, no big deal. Can't say I've had too many of those, where the deer drops on the rock like that. Like a nice look at that, and that is the one that I thought was maybe the biggest, so let's see, does he in fact make gold? He does, 201, our first gold of the day with the bow, 60.98 meters, almost hard shot him. Had the height correct, just a little far back. I am super pleased with that. Let's see here. It's 11:18. There's no, I don't even think there's a potential gold in this group. Maybe we buzz on past these. I keep on looking for a better one as we get to the end. That guy, maybe. I don't think so. Finally, a good one. About the same size as the one the bobcat ran off, maybe a little bit bigger. He's up to 234. I think there's a fairly obvious setup point there. No reason he can't cross right there or on the other side. So turns out, this stuff does not provide the cover I thought it would. I don't know if maybe this little pine might. Not looking like it. So we're going to be better off sitting still. The doe's absolutely out of here. And it's going to be like earlier. The buck's going to try to leave, but I think hit a couple of grunts, maybe a bleat. We should be able to spin him back around. And if not, we can do what we just did before. A little more of a left crosswind this time, and I kind of think he'll start to go attentive right around 60. He's attentive now. That's 70. Can we close that final few meters without spooking him? If he gets a few more steps into that brush, that's going to be a problem too. At 63, I think we maybe go for this. Crosswind to the left. Oh, man. Dropped him, could barely even see him up in there. I will once again point out, I don't know if something like that works in real life, but hey, there ain't many arrow deflections in the Hunter Call of the Wild. That was actually cool. I didn't think we were going to get him. And that's good to know too, like as we're using the calls here, we find a really big one, you know, a level 3 or a rare or something, you might want to do like a spot and stock instead. Double lung, 224 scores, 64 meters away. Hit him like as good as I could have wanted. Tiny bit further back to kind of hit the offside lung a little more square, but if he drops, he drops. I ain't gonna complain. It is 11:51. As far as drink zones go, we might be able to catch one more herd out here. Like, of all things, we've got a max estimate bobwhite quail track, and it's the end of whitetail drink time, so they rest until 1600. It's gonna be a lot tougher to find them. They're still gonna be the primary focus. We're gonna like kind of maybe check old drink zones, see if we can find tracks that way to lead us to where they're resting, but there may be a little more kind of predator hunting, quail, whatever else we can find, small game stuff. I surely want to figure out where this thing went. There we go. I think we've probably found them. Almost had a spot in there for a second. Can't see much of anything through there, but they should run and go hunker down, and then they'll flush. So it's gonna be a pretty terrible spot to try to kill a quail out of the air with a 22 Magnum, but oh. Flushing from here. Oh boy. Can we even find it? Shouldn't be that one. Probably that one. Up to 240. Now, the task is get the thing out of the air while we can still see it. A couple of shots I felt pretty good about there. Might have to go and get him in a more open area. We really... When he was super close, we should have been able to get that. Oh, that's not it. So there's either two big ones, or I don't know. Are we definitely with the right flock? Might not be. Like, that is a tiny chance. So I guess we catch up with them first? Sounds like they're out of there again. Coming back? That's the other one. He's up to 245. Got a chance. I actually want to get out in the open so we have more room to get a shot. There we go. Got that one. I still want to get the other one. Will they all come back? I hear wings. I hear a couple of sets of wings. Not that one. Again, probably out in the open. Is gonna be the way to do this? So that's definitely not it. Oh, didn't even see that one going. That is it. That would have been nice had we gotten eyes on him. There it is. 2 high estimate quail out of the air with the 22 Magnum. That's a 226, he's not bad. 238, of course, is diamond, which is why I said both of them have a chance. 2 big level 2s. If we're, spending part of the day when deer are bedded down doing other stuff, trying to kill quail out of the air with the 22 Magnum, not a bad way to spend it. That is a 225. Was the other 226? They're almost the exact same size. I love this red brown plumage too. Had this somehow made it, that would have been really cool. I still hear more. I think we'll go easy on the pressure, and I'd like to think we've got all the tracks and spotted them enough now that there shouldn't be anything in there that's super crazy. Oh, no way. Wrong level 3 bird. I kind of wish it was the quail, but a level 3 eastern turkey. I think that first shot should have hit, right? That definitely did, so let's just quit. I don't know what we've impacted, what we haven't. I can't, but hey, there's a fall turkey season in Pennsylvania. It's not open yet, but let's go. There he is, finally. I mean, he went forever. 400 plus meters, and with that, little zigzag he did, maybe close to 500. Must have been a glancing blow, but Man, they really captured the eastern turkeys really well. Look at that. Just like kind of bronzish color. If he was just a few more feet out this way in the sun, it would look that much better. But it's only a 4.65. It's not a giant level 3. We got him in the wing there. But I will take it. Diamond eastern turkey out here while we're bow hunting whitetails. Like I said, I wish I had thought to try to stick him out of the air with a bow, but I will take it as we got it. And now, we're kind of back where we came from. I was going down that way. Just trying to, you know, cut some whitetail tracks as we wait. A little more predator control opportunity. Got a level 6 coyote walking across there. There's also behind it a red fox. Actually, a couple of red foxes, but let's try to get in position to maybe get that with the 22 Magnum. The fox is nowhere here. The coyote does not seem to and is about to walk out of our lives. So let's go for that. Rolled him. Might hit him again. We did. Knocked him back over. I think that'll be vitals. Yeah, he's dropping. I don't know if there's any fawn population called the wild, but why not? Ooh, another one. Wait, did some other coyotes go through there? I thought that was the foxes. I think there may be some more. Yeah, there were indeed several other ones. I think the only other male might be that 5. Man, he was trotting a second ago. There we are. Knock him down. I think it was probably vitals the first time. Now he's not getting back up. Get a little bonus one. And I think our other one's down right there. Did they do the same thing as the raccoon dogs? It looked like it. Yeah, where it, like, they die halfway sitting up. Didn't even know coyotes actually have the same animation, but very clear that's the case. Huh. A little silver, 48.82, but this has actually worked out really good. Like, adding some of the extra stuff in addition to deer hunting, it's allowed us to get a whole lot more done. By the way, like, I've been trying to stay near water. As I say it, max weight whitetail track. Let's go and see where that is. Oh, there are some deer bedded up there. I'm gonna bet that's our group. Ooh, not a bad buck up there either. Is that the one that we've been tracking? Looks like it would have been. I want to check and make sure there's nothing else decent in there. I kind of got up and moved around, but he is bedded back down. Another good buck. They are basically the exact same size. A little spike in there. Well, this guy's gonna be easier to get to. Yeah, you never know. Sometimes they're kind of slow leaving. You know, up to 253 versus 240. That guy's a little wider. I think the one up high is gonna score better. Just gonna be interesting. Although we have calls. I'm not used to that. We can call them in. In true spike fashion, this guy's right in here to 40 already. The rest of the deer, specifically the big bucks, are way back there at like 75. Are we serious? Get out of here. So what's going to happen is they're going to turn and try to leave the moment he bolts. I think stuff's too close to just, you know, shoot him and get away with it. The one I want is out there at 60. We've done it, but there's a crosswind this time. Spot and stock might have been the better option. I mean, we are just covered up in deer. He's broadside at 53. If he'll get a little bit closer. All right, now we're talking. Okay, I think we're going to be good. That's 40. Might even... Oh, he's going to come right in here. I'm amazed these deer have stood here and, like, let us call him in. I'm guessing that's probably closer to 30. A little bit of a left crosswind. Ooh, that hit kind of high. I see vital blood. He's going to drop right down there. I forgot even about the other deer. Ooh. He didn't spook yet. He might spook. He's alarmed? I don't know how far it is. We're going to try. Oh. I thought we had to aim, because of the crosswind, I thought we had to aim like further over. Clearly not. Just smoked that tree. Well, I don't think it's a very strong crosswind then. Smoked her. Hey, what the heck, we'll do a little freezer filling. Shame we didn't get that other buck. If we just aimed almost dead on, we'd have got him. This guy we did get, he comes in at 219. Nice buck, left lung up high like that. Jeez. What buck is that? Is he coming in? Can't imagine, but maybe he wasn't with those others. Tree's glowing over there, I don't know why. Yeah, he's coming in. I'm not sure where these deer are from. I do think it's maybe a separate group. Now, Now we're good to hide, but we lay still. We can get him to 40 easy. That is 40, and he still doesn't even see us. That's another max estimate buck, by the way. 34. Couldn't get this in 0 for 20. Because he takes like one more, stride at us. Forget about the call. Shouldn't need to aim to the right at all. Just stick that right in there. One extra buck kill, or maybe two. You know, we don't do a lot of bow hunting. I didn't realize how close they can be and not hear the shot. What are we, a smidge high on that? Probably vertebrae, but got a whole bunch of whitetail here at the end. I like it. Really cool hunt. Like, I didn't expect this to be as fun as it was. Maybe New England just really, helped us out with the way things went. 201 scoring gold, by the way. But I just felt like, we are constantly on deer. Starting off in whitetail drink time certainly helped. There's our 66 meter doe. And then we had, opportunities there when they were resting. Diamond turkey, a couple of nice quail, few predators we got to shoot along the way. Like, it really ended up being an absolute blast. And I said, like, I don't think we've ever done this as far as like a bow hunt in Hunter Call of the Wild to mirror, real life archery season or the rut or anything like that. I think it's something we should do in the future because it ended up being a whole lot more fun than I ever would have predicted. So one final buck, I do believe we messed up this shot. Can't have been by much. No, actually, it was by quite a bit. He was at 40 meters and we aimed that high? Huh. I don't know why we did that, but either way, we have a diamond turkey to take back to the second lodge. And I just think it's fitting with this Merriam's turkey multi-mount here to throw the Eastern Diamond Gobbler up there behind him. So we have the Melanistic Hen, Light Brown Diamond, and Leucistic Gold. And we've got the Diamond Eastern on the wall back there behind him. I really like that. I wish today we could have had something like we did on New England last time from a couple of weeks ago, that 270 Diamond. But hey, couple of solid bucks. Way, more success with the bow. And, when I say success with the bow, I mean number of whitetail we were able to get today. And we still had the Diamond Turkey, a couple of nice quails, some predators. Like, that was legitimately a lot of fun. And something I definitely want to do in the future. But on that note, that is going to do it for this video. So as always, thank you guys for watching. If you're hunting this season, best of luck to you. And I will see you next time.